4 plates today. 4 plates for a set of 5. Seems like to me that this hack squat business is coming to me rather quickly. I remember last week, I think it was, that I'd first tried the hack squat and it felt very, very heavy, very awkward. Seems like my body's learning how to move with it. Seems like I'm getting better at using the muscle that I have. So today I was able to hit 4 plates for a set of 5, which frankly I was surprised that it came this soon. Last session, so 4 days ago, I tried 3 plates and I thought that was freaking excellent. And then lots of conversations were had on the back of that. I thought I was all right in terms of quad strength, but then a lot of you guys have said, look, man, you should be hack squatting 4 or 5 plates for a set of 20. Some of you guys have even said, if you want to be on par with the power that you have in the squat. A bunch of you guys squat less than me on the barbell squat and have better hack squats. And so lots of conversations, lots of ideas. Today I came in and I'm like, okay, let me get to my 3 plates hack squat, drop down to 2.5 and do my volume. But the 3 moved very well. So then I thought, screw it, let's put the 4th plate on. 4th plate, it was heavy, very, very heavy. I was able to get 5, but I can see me conquering 4 very soon as well. I don't know what it is, man. It's such a bizarre thing for me. It's an awkward machine. It puts me in a position where I don't want to be. I get all of that. That all makes sense. But I don't understand how I've put on that much strength in such a period of time. Can we say there's just noob gains or whatever you want to call it, CNS adaptation? I haven't put on this much muscle to go from 1 plate to 4 plates in a damn week and a half. That definitely didn't happen. So it's probably just my body's learning the motor neuron pattern and I'm kind of getting more accustomed to it. So sooner or later, I'm going to get to a level where I won't be able to progress anymore. I'm going to hit the hard muscular fatigue, hard muscular strength level cap. And then from then on, I'm going to have to actually put on some muscle and strength to actually get another plate or progress from there. To progress this quickly from 1 plate, 2 plates, all the way to 4 plates in the space of a week, that just screams CNS adaptation. My nervous system is getting accustomed to it. So eventually I'm going to get to that cap, my true potential in the hack squat, and then we can make a decision whether my quads are weak on. Make a decision whether my quads are weak or not. So what if I end up getting 5 plates in the next couple of weeks? And that's my hard cap. So I can get 5 plates for a set of 5 or a set of 10. The conversation becomes crazy again, right? Like in the previous hack squat video, it becomes difficult again because the diagnosis, the goalposts are moving and we're trying to kind of work out what's going on. Maybe the 4 plates for a set of 5 is going to be the cap. I'm not sure. But I was, once again, very impressed by my ability to get 4 plates. And this was on the back of doing deadlifts. I kind of screwed up. My initial plan was to do deadlifts first and then do the squats and then the hack squats. Because what ended up happening was I jumped into squats right away and then I had to put my shoes on again. Which is annoying, right? So I go into heels, out of heels, back into heels. I tried deadlifting with my heels on and that's just a joke. It completely changes the leverages and makes me just, bad leverages. But I did deadlifts today and I sort of wish I didn't do them because I felt like it was just not much point of doing it. I don't really know where to put the deadlifts. I don't know where you guys would put deadlifts, right? Because the deadlifts, is it a leg exercise? Is it a back exercise? What the hell is it? And lots of people over the course of history have talked about the bodybuilders, right? The guys on bro splits. They've talked about where to put deadlifts, right? Because yesterday I had my upper back day, right? Lots of rowing and lots of pull downing. And so I come in today and I'm like, well, it has to happen today because if I do it tomorrow, I'm going to be exhausted in my quads. Today's a quad day. Tomorrow's a hamstring day. So where do I do it? Well, I'm going to do it before I get into the leg days. These next 2 days are the leg days. but I just had an upper back day yesterday. So it seems to me that I don't really have a good day to do deadlifts. So I did them today. I got to 230. It felt shit. My lats are completely exhausted. Like, it makes sense. They would be after a day like yesterday. And so deadlifting without an upper body, that's silly. Like, I'm spent. I can't lock down my scapulars. I'm just exhausted in the lats. So my legs are fresh, let's say, fresh as they're going to be in this type of program, but my back is spent. Or do I put them tomorrow? So can you deadlift without any quads? I'm already weak off the floor. You take my quads out, I'm now really, really weak. So where do you go? This is where bro splitting, upper lower splitting becomes very, very tricky. Unless you just have, a whole bunch of off days in between the upper lower. But yeah, this is where it becomes like very, very difficult. You gotta have to omit something. And this is why, bodybuilders tend to stay away from these type of movements, because when you've chopped up the body parts into upper, lower, push, pull, you've segmented the body. Each of these body parts now has a recovery curve on the graph, and all of them are not kind of going with each other. So where do you plonk something in that covers all of those curves, right? Because the deadlift does everything. This is where compatibility and goal setting becomes very, very important, because either you're prioritizing hypertrophy or you're prioritizing strength. It seems like those two things cannot coexist optimally in the same thing, which is fine, right? I'm quite happy with that, because right now I'm trying to address weaknesses, and I'm not looking to be deadlifting 260, 270. But it's just another reminder to me today that deadlift is not going to be a part of the schedule, at least as I'm in this state. The lats are exhausted, can't do it. And any other day I'm going to have exhausted legs. And what the hell's the point in that? I just found that really interesting, before I got to the hack squat. And then I did the hack squat, and I knew from that point there's not doing deadlifting for the next 3 days, because my quads are going to be spent. And then tomorrow I'm doing the good mornings, which is another very heavy day. So it's just, it just makes it very, very difficult. And also today, being the quad day, I thought to myself, why don't I, take 180 for a ride? That did cross my mind as well. And then I thought to myself, yeah, sure, Ivan, you go for it. Give it a good ride. And then screw up the rest of the week. Because then tomorrow I won't be able to do good mornings because my lower back is going to be spent. Straight after the 180 for an AMRAP, my hack squats are going to go to waste as well. So and then the central nervous system is going to be so whacked that all the other upper, lower, the upper push-pull days are going to be screwed as well. And so if you want to do deadlifts and squats, push them hard, you're not going to be very good at your accessories, which is okay. You can do that. But if you're trying to progress the accessories, then you can't really progress the main lifts. This is some of the dialogue that I had in my mind as I was doing the deadlifts. I'm like, I feel so not ready to deadlift. And I don't know when you put the deadlift, when your upper back is fried or when your freaking hamstrings and quads are fried. Nothing is optimal, right? So the best thing to do is to have a powerlifting routine where you do things as a whole, but the bodybuilding side doesn't really mash all that well. But the hack squat moved well, right? It moved well. Got 4 plates. Got me thinking again about the whole weakness diagnosis idea. I don't know. I don't know what, when something is new and you do it for the first time, you're going to be shit at it. You allow a couple of weeks into the system, you keep doing that thing. Now the central nervous system has learned what to do with it. And eventually you're going to max that central nervous system efficiency and you're going to get to your muscular limit. No matter how well your central nervous system has learned it, it does not have the horsepower to do any more weight. So I'm sort of just waiting to get to that level with the hack squat. I thought 3 plates was going to beat, but no, there's more room. So maybe there's going to be more room. And this is where the trouble starts to happen, because now I'm getting closer and closer. I'm getting more and more dangerous ground with my hypothesis being a failure or wrong, Because if I can do 4 plates for a set of 10, what am I really saying? Or if I do 5 plates for a set of 5, what are we saying now? Regardless of what it is, I'm very, very happy that I'm doing this because I've not done this well in terms of chasing a body part and seeing what it has. If I can do 4 or 5 plates really well on the hack squat, I can put that hypothesis to rest and be like, the quads are good, let's move on to something else. And this is where it becomes really, really tricky because, my good mornings, I reckon, are pretty good. My hack squat is pretty good. So what the hell are we doing here, man? What's what's missing? If everything's there, what is missing? Maybe it's not going to be the case. Maybe I'm going to be I'm going to hit the hard wall with this, 4 plates on the hack squat. Maybe that's it, the cap. And if that's the cap, probably you can still say I'm a plate and a half away, or let's say a plate away from where I need to be on the hack squat, which then the conversation becomes, I'm not too far away. My quads are not that weak. Interesting. It's just interesting conversation. Interesting to have you guys also tell me your experiences with hack squats. What kind of gives me hope is that a lot of you guys squat less than me and have amazing hack squats. What you need to throw into that recipe of thinking is also body leverages as well. What if that person that squats more than me on the hack squat is a squatty person, as in short femurs, so built to squat, and so they have like direct transfer of gains from the hack squat to the normal back squat. So there's going to be a gradient here of people that are having better carryover than others. There's going to be carryover, and I think a lot of that has to do with leverages. But then when I think about it, if I'm squatting in these ollie shoes, they're going to be maximizing my potential in the quad department. So if I can get a little bit more strength in my quads, then I'll go back to the barbell squats in my ollie shoes. Now I can use more of the hack squat benefits than I would be, carrying over with the flats. Oh, sometimes it really makes your mind spin. I've been talking to a bunch of you guys about all of this and comparing notes, and it gets to a point where you run out of arguments against yourself because you get stuck sometimes with some of these thoughts, because you're like, okay, cool, I've got a five plate hack squat. Can you have weak quads relatively, right? Relatively. I'm not talking about absolute terms. Are my quads the weak link in me if I've got a 5 plate hack squat? Can you confidently say that? Probably not. I mean, last week or 4 days ago, I thought it was 3 plates was good. Well, now I'm getting closer to 5. Okay, so if 5, I think the most people kind of agreed upon that 5 is what I needed to hit. Once I hit 5, what happens then? Becomes interesting, doesn't it? What do we attack after that? If I have a 5 plate hack squat and I still lean over in my squat, what the hell is going on there? Maybe the leaning is not related to weak quads. Maybe it's something else. We're digging the the rabbit hole even deeper. I don't know about you, man, but I genuinely enjoy thinking about this stuff. I don't know if I'm twisted or what it is. So I have these experiences, and then I talk to you guys, you share your experiences and comparing notes. It's genuinely fun for me to do that. And none of us that I'm talking to, at least, are world record holders or anything like that. We're just regular dudes chasing whatever we're chasing on the bar. And it's just fun for me. Like, okay, if Ivan squats five plates, what happens? Nothing happens, dude. Like, I haven't won anything. It's still a mediocre squat in the grand scheme of things. But I'm enjoying it. And so it is what it is, man. It is what it is. It's a nice project. And what makes it really good is when I compare notes with you guys. So Now that I have a lot of free time, man, I'm reading the shit out of these comments and going back and forth with you guys, and it's all love, and it's all positive. So I really do appreciate that, guys. All right, let me get out of here. Appreciate you guys like always, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.